Hi everybody, it's me, Cathy Rowe. I'm going to recreate the presentation that I made at our May Diva Night training. And what Deanne had asked me to do was to put together my style segment, my jewelry presentation for all of you so that you could refer back to it and see what I do at my shows. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I've already introduced myself to my customers and I've done my introduction on what Premiere is all about and all that good stuff. I have talked and kind of loved on my hostess, and then I move into my, my jewelry segment, my presentation. Okay, one of the big questions that I get is what are the trends going on in jewelry, in the jewelry world? What do I do with jewelry and why bother? I have a hard enough time getting dressed in the morning, much less accessorizing. If I have to stop to put on a necklace and earrings and bracelets, why, I'm just never going to get to work on time. I've got all those kids, I've got all these responsibilities. There's always some reason that we simplify ourselves right out of accessorizing. And I would like to address that just a little bit. And I'm going to take it in some phases here. But one of the biggest trends that we are starting to see in jewelry and in fashion accessories is that gold tone metals have become very, very popular once again. For many years we weren't seeing a whole lot of the yellow gold tone metals, but we are starting to see that. 2014, 2015, moving into next fall, there's an awful lot of yellow tone. So today I chose to wear my favorite yellow gold tone pieces. One of the first things that I heard when I became a Premier Designs representative was that if you wore really, really big earrings, it took 10 pounds off your hips. Well, I don't know if I can promise you that, but I sure decided that I would make that my goal. So I have on one of my favorite pairs of earrings. They are called Zoe. They are a yellow tone oval hoop with some crystal just touching the very bottom. I will say this about an oval shape. I find that it's very, very flattering. If you have concerns about a round face, an oval shaped earring or a teardrop shaped earring is always very slimming and very elongating. So if you'd like that neck to look a little bit longer and that jawline to look a little bit slenderer, an oval earring is a good way to go. So again, one of my favorites out of our catalog is the Zoe earring. I am also wearing one of our hot new necklaces, fresh off the press at Christmas time this year. It is called Avery. I adore this necklace. It is an absolutely beautiful, nice big hunkin' piece of a simulated mother of pearl surrounded by very tiny crystals for just the right amount of sparkle. It is one of our magnetic enhancers, which means that you can flip it over and wear it on the flip side. And on the flip side, it's an absolutely beautiful oval of engraved yellow metal. Beautiful with any kind of outfit. You know, if you have that blazer that you love to wear that has those gold tone buttons and you are a silver girl, I'm telling you, this is a great way to add some gold tone to your accessory box. This particular necklace is also perfect because it can be worn as I'm wearing it through the toggle as an 18-inch necklace, or you can simply undo that toggle, which is one of the things that I love the best because I can't seem to mess with those little tiny clasps anymore myself. But you undo the toggle, you can slide it right over your head, and you've got a nice 36-inch length. Now, for all of these tunic tops that we're wearing, especially in the wintertime with the big long sweaters, this nice long lean look, that'll take 5 more pounds off. So you're in, you're doing good. But this particular piece is called Avery, and again, this is in your spring catalog, so you will see that. I am, of course, layering my necklaces, which is a very big trend for spring 2015. If one is good, 2 are better. And I chose to layer it with another yellow tone piece called Riviera. Now, Riviera is beautiful worn long, as I have it on, but again, it is one of those perfect pieces that has a toggle closure. So you can clasp this anywhere along the chain and you can adjust the length to fit your neckline. Whether you are wearing a white collared shirt, a black t-shirt and jeans, or anything in between, this is going to be a perfect piece in the yellow metal to add to your wardrobe. Riviera is pictured in our main 2014-15 catalog. I also am a big believer that big and bold makes what's next to it look small and petite. And even if you have small fingers, as I do, I love the look of a bold ring. I am wearing the Avery ring, again, out of our spring 2015 catalog. I love the way it accentuates, it elongates my fingers, which are not particularly long to start with, but it also makes my whole hand and wrist look petite. And I just like that. I think it's a very feminine look. So Avery is the big bold ring. And if you are looking anywhere in fashion magazines, you will notice that big, bold rings are everywhere. So this is a great way for a very affordable price to add one in that yellow metal to your wardrobe. Now, bracelets. What can I say? For me, my rings and bracelets are my best friend. When I'm driving or doing something with my hands, those are the pieces of jewelry that I myself am actually able to enjoy as I'm wearing them. I like to wear things in threes. The number 3 is a very important number in decorating. People put 3 candles together. They put 3 picture frames together. The groupings of 3 are a decorator element that adds an elevation to what you're doing. And I think that's the same with our jewelry wardrobe. I like to wear 3 bracelets at a time on my right wrist. But Premier Designs makes that easy for us because they do offer so many bracelets that come to us in sets. The first thing I want to draw your attention to is a set of 2 bracelets that I am wearing, and these are called Pompeii. Pompeii are everything that I look for when I look for a piece of jewelry. They are stretch bracelets, which means I do not have to mess with a clasp when I have 30 seconds to get out the door to my real job, my day job, which is teaching school. I can fling these on and I'm out in no time. They are on a stretch cord. It is a set of 2. And on one of these bracelets is a removable coin-style charm that just takes advantage of that whole charm bracelet trend that we've been seeing for the last several years in the marketplace. I have paired that with another one of my favorite kinds of bracelets to wear, the bangle called Creme Brulee. Creme Brulee, easy on, easy off. It is on a spring clasp that just opens and closes. It hinges over your wrist, snaps closed, and you don't have to think about it all day long. Again, this is also in that kind of ivory tone with some crystals all around it. The enameling on these bangles is just spectacular. Check out the large catalog because we do have a whole collection of spring hinge bangle bracelets. Now, I know none of us need a wristwatch. We all have a cell phone. But you know what? From the time I was a young girl and started out with my first Mickey Mouse watch, I have collected wristwatches. I love to wear them. My 51-year-old eyes can't even read it anymore, but I still love to wear my wristwatch. One of my favorite and one of the newest additions to our collection of wristwatches is a gold piece, and it is called Right on Time. You will find this in your spring catalog, and I love it. This big face, the oversized boyfriend face watch is an absolute must-have in everybody's wardrobe these days. It's a gold tone face and it's got crystals all the way around to just give it that little bit of elegance and sparkle, which is important. But you know, one of the things that I've always said is don't ever let your wristwatch get lonely. You need to pair it up with a bracelet. It shows off the watch better and it also draws attention to a beautiful bracelet. And the bracelet that I chose to accentuate my beautiful gold watch is a bangle bracelet called Marigold. Again, my favorite. It is a spring hinge, it is yellow tone metal, and on the very top there's just a hint, I don't know if you can see that in the video, but there's just a hint of crystal on the top for just a little added sparkle. Now, you asked, why would I take the time to accessorize? Well, there's nothing wrong with my dress. It's a perfectly acceptable black dress. But which way did I look better? So now that I've convinced you about why we want to accessorize, I mean, I look pretty, 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 pret presentable, but not too terribly exciting. I really want to talk a little bit about my favorite metal. I am a silver girl. I love silver and I love blue. And I have a theme here, and you're going to see some silver and you're going to see some blue. But I do want to talk a little bit about one of my favorite necklaces. This is a brand new piece in our Spring 2015 catalog, and it is called Cozumel. I'd like to take a moment of your attention and show you the beautiful chain that Cozumel will bring to your home. It is definitely not a throwaway chain. This is a beautiful, substantial chain, and you can choose to wear it with this magnetic enhancer or very easily switch it out with any of the enhancers in our catalog. They will all work beautifully on this. Now, this particular piece, again, just like Avery a few minutes ago, can be worn long, and when you have a nice blank canvas, like my very simple dress, a nice long piece of jewelry is going to give you that long, lean column look. And that's, I think, what we all are looking for in our wardrobe. But I love this piece because you can also wear it at the 18-inch length. You simply take the toggle that's at the back, you wrap it around and put it through this nice big ring. Now, as you could see, I was able to do that without looking at anything. It's very easy to get on and off, so it's not going to delay your departure time in the morning when you're trying to get dressed. Again, this is one of our signature magnetic enhancers, easy to remove from this particular chain and put on anything else you might like to see it on. A strand of pearls, a leather cord, a ribbon, you name it. It can go anywhere you want it to go. It is a nice, big, framed piece of simulated turquoise. And I think nothing speaks better to summer than a nice turquoise piece of jewelry. However, you might decide that today's not the day for that and you'd like to take that off and choose a different enhancer. I'm going to use one of my favorite ones in the catalog. It is called Crossover. Crossover is a beautiful enameled cross. It's a very sizable piece. It will not get lost in your neckline. And on one side, it's a beautiful turquoise blue enamel, and on the other side, it is a black enamel cross. You can see again how I can put this on without even looking. It just snaps over the O-ring on your necklace, and there you have it. Crossover is so versatile because it not only gives you that pop of color that we so often look for, but it also gives you a basic black. And black, let's face it ladies, goes with everything. I'm going to take off Crossover though, and I'm going to put back Cozumel, because Cozumel is really one of my favorites. So I think I'd like to wear that for the rest of this evening. Now, framing is a very important technique in jewelry and in wearing your necklaces. We talked a little bit about that earlier. One of my favorite necklaces to use as a frame is called Sleek Links. This is going to be pictured in your large catalog. It is a nice, long, lean necklace, and I just love the way it frames Cozumel, don't you? It just looks right together. However, if this is more your style and you're not really looking for something like Cozumel, I want to show you why Sleek Links is the perfect choice. It is an unbelievably versatile piece. It is a nice chain full of large oval links, alternating with small pieces and beautiful polished silver end caps. It's a highly polished piece, so it gives you that shimmer that you're looking for. And again, my favorite clasp for a necklace, that nice, easy to use toggle. Now, just like its counterpart, Riviera, from earlier, you can put this toggle through any one of these oval loops. Or, for a different look, you can double it up and wear it staggered and get that nice chunky look around your neck. So there's really no end to what you can do with our piece Sleek Links. It is extremely versatile. The only limitation is going to be your own imagination on how you wear it. But again, for the rest of tonight, I think I'm just going to wear it framing my Cozumel piece. Now, necklaces. We talked earlier about the magic number 3. We have a fantastic brand new set of bracelets that comes right to you in a set of 3. It is called Arrow. These are very substantial bangle bracelets, as you can see. There are two of one design, and the third one is a completely different design. They are perfect to wear together, but certainly easy enough to wear on their own. They, again, one of my two favorite types of bracelets. They are on a stretch cord. You can pop them on and off over your hand, and you're good to go. Now, if 3 is good, I guess why wouldn't 4 be better? And I do want to draw your attention to one of my favorite bracelets that I think layers up really well with basically anything. A watch, another set of silver tone bracelets, whatever your pleasure is. This particular bracelet is called Instaglam. I love it for the fact that it gives me that nice big chunky chain look that just makes a little bit of noise, but it also gives me the beauty and luster of pearls with a little bit of sparkle thrown in for good measure. Again, easy on, easy off. This comes to you on an elastic cord as well. Pop it on, and you've got one killer look. Whether it's going to the office, going to the playground with the kids, or going out to dinner with your honey, I think it's a perfect way to accessorize. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't draw attention to a few of my favorite pieces for gift giving. We're just getting through the graduation season. You've got birthdays coming up. You can even start to look ahead to the holiday season. And I want to point out a couple of things that universally can be worn by the young and the old alike. They make a beautiful, thoughtful gift, and I want to talk about a couple of them. One of my favorite pieces is called Daily Devotion, and it is a bracelet. Now you might say, how can I buy a bracelet as a gift if I don't know someone's wrist size? Well, Daily Devotion takes care of that for you because it gives you an extender piece so that this can fit a small petite person and a larger boned gal all at the same time. This particular piece is a very, very popular style of bracelet. Might be called something like a Pandora, I don't know. But it gives you that sleek snake chain with the add-on slide charms. The difference with ours is for one price, you get a complete bracelet. It comes with all of these charms already part of it. And every one of these charms is reminiscent of our faith because each charm represents a cross. It's a beautiful way to tell someone you're thinking of them, you're praying for them, or keep your eye on your faith as you move forward in your life. So I think it's a perfect gift to give. Another one is a classic. Deborah is an absolute classic piece. I can't tell you how many times I reach for this in the morning to put it around my neck. I love the sentiment of a cross, but I love this piece. This piece has a beautiful, substantial chain. It does have an extender on the back of the necklace, so you can drop it down a little longer if you think you have a neckline on that would call for that on a particular day, or if your neck size varies. Everyone has a different size that they have to deal with. The cross snaps over the chain. It can slide right off this one, but if you want to put it on a thicker chain, or maybe like an omega necklace or something like that, it does give you a very generous bail. And the cross solves all kinds of problems because it is two-tone. It gives you the silver metal and the yellow gold metal. So you've covered all your bases no matter what the buttons on your blazer look like. And the last one that I want to point out is a piece that I have been giving as a gift for a long time. It is called Endearing. There are 3 charms on this beautiful chain. And as you know, these petite scaled charm necklaces with the disc charms and the anchors and the crosses, they are very, very trendy right now. They have been trending high, and I think will continue to do so for quite some time. This is a perfect gift for young and old alike. You have 3 charms. You have a single pearl suspended. You have a disc charm that says believe, and who among us doesn't need a reminder to do that every once in a while? And the 3rd charm is a small petite cross. It's the perfect trio for any woman on your gift giving list. Endearing, again, one of my favorites. Well, that about does it for me tonight. I hope that it's been helpful, and I hope all of you jewelers out there who decide to take a gander at this will get something out of it. If I can be of any help, You know where to find me. Please drop me an email or Facebook me, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. You guys have a great day. Thanks so much.